Alright, I'm back with the Sea King Mania. This time we're looking at a 1957 Sea King 5 made by Gale Products, an OMC company. Bought this from, well, since nobody knows his name, he looked like a crackhead or something. He was chewing his fingers off at the bone. He couldn't wait to get the money out of my hands and he was gone. Digging at his face. Oh boy. I got this one and a Sea King long shaft 9-horse. That would be made by Chrysler or West Bend. Or right at the time it could have been what they call the transition period, where it was they actually had Chrysler and West Bend stick around the same motor. 1965. But anyway, this one so far I did a compression test and we got about 70 pounds, 75 pounds in between. And we got a bent tiller arm and it's stuck because of that. It's good and tight. I had the gas tank and the recoil off of it, and it's got good bounce. You take the flywheel and give it a little flip and it's just nice and tight and bounces back. No noise, nothing banging around. It's a little rough. It had a mouse house in it, and once the mice get living in something, they pee all over everything and it eats the paint. So if you're ever looking for some good paint remover, just get a bunch of mice and let them pee all over everything and wait a week and it'll scrape right off. It's available at many hardwares. This has the same carburetor and the same airbox silencer as a 1962 Sea King with the fiberglass hood. They kept using the same one. This one's a whole lot easier to get to because it doesn't have a bottom pan. On a 62 you got to get that screw out way in there, and it's nearly impossible because the 62 has a bottom pan in the way. But that's another story. It's kind of rough looking, but I'm gonna mechanically I think it's gonna be a good motor. Side covers, I've been cleaning things up. Cleaning up pretty good. Not as fancy as the 58. The 58 had that I had on a previous video a week or two ago. The badging's a lot fancier. But hey, it's all good. It's got that jet look to it, you know. They made them look pretty sharp back in them days. I'm a fool for the Gale made products. I just it's not everybody that collects them. Most people that collect OMC motors are going to be handling Johnson and Evinrude, but I like these. 1952 Evinrude has the same exhaust cover and the same strap system, and it has the same springs here and here. It's the same. I'm gonna venture a guess and say it's the same. Everything's the same from the power head down on a 52 Evinrude, but it's a 7.5. And then on the power head's difference. This is a water jacket cover. It's not a removable head. You take this off, you're not going to see the pistons. But I just thought I'd do a little, oops, just knocked the wrench. Do a little introduction video on this. The 58 that I got running is leaking at the crankcase halves. So I'm going to shelf that project until this winter when it gets cold and there's nothing much to do out here but sit in your workshop all day working on old motors. Then I'll break it in half and clean it up, reseal it. 1957 Gale made Sea King 5. A little introduction for you. Thanks for watching.